Hello, everybody. My name's Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round 2 of the Las Vegas Open. Super excited to be here with all of you. Let's go ahead and get that. Where's that logo? Let's get that in the corner. My co-host Will Hagwood will be here in a little bit. By the way, shout out to our Utah City X-Wing fam out there who got us a microphone to use because the other microphone on the headset was not working. But it is time, folks. We're gonna go ahead and open up that Choose Your Champion. You know what to do, and we'll be getting this going. Super excited to see what happens here. We got Dread Champ, and that name should be familiar. He was a player who played a lot in our Galactic Championships event and did really well, bringing a funky list. Listen, if you were out there not paying attention to Tabletop Simulator, I will tell you there are some players who have been doing some work, and I'm excited to see how this goes, folks. I'm really am excited. We're going to do our best job to drag these markers around. They are being done manually since those Hawks don't have any colors, and unfortunately the color kit was unavailable for us this weekend. But no, never fear. Dion is here. We'll get this done. And here we go. We're starting with those 2 Hawks right and center board. You see Kyle Katarn here moving on the side. Let's go ahead and break down these lists. If you're familiar with Kyle, his ability is at the start of engagement phase, you may transfer one of your focus tokens to a friendly ship in your firing arc. That's a range 0 to 3 ability out there, being able to flex that Jyn Erso crew. Very solid. And also has in the squad Jan Ors. Jan Ors is another awesome one of these Rebel Hawks out there doing the work, being able to add an additional die to the attack. And hello to Brunesti, Prime Game in there. Thank you so much. But we are gonna see Jan Ors there turn. It looks like Jan and Kyle are staying together. And also rounding out the squad, we got Rebel Scouts, 2 of them, one with seismic charges, the other one with proton bombs, and Sabine Wren out there. Sabine Wren does some work on that crew card, allowing you to dish out some negative effects. You could potentially, you have 1 ion, 1 jam, 1 stress, and 1 tractor token that you have available to hand off to another ship. So we'll end up seeing when those effects take place. Remember, only one of each of those effects can be used in the game, but I tell you, they will be used to great effect. Watch out for that tractor ability. That could be pretty nasty. And if we look at our updated rules that we're playing with, you know, the tractor, I believe, is working so that you can't put somebody on an obstacle. We're going to go ahead and double check with the judge. Victor, tractor beams. Are we allowing people to put people on rocks today or no? On obstacles?
I believe so. I can double check with D.
Let's double check with D just so that I have that information, because we have a tractor effect here on the board, and I want to make sure that we get it right. Get it right when we fight. No tractoring on obstacles. That's a good thing. All right.
Just making sure.
Just double checking.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so no tractoring onto obstacles. We are safe, especially because we are playing with those obstacles that hurt, and they hurt so much. All right, these asteroids, you hit them, you're automatically taking a damage. It's happening. You have no choice in the matter. Then here we're also going to be losing your perform action step as well, and don't forget it, you can also you also will roll a die and potentially take another damage after skittering off that asteroid, right, Ryan?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, man.
And then what's Jesse flying today?
Oh man, we got Jesse doing some trip aces in Imperial, Duchess with Predator, Fifth Brother, shield upgrade, love to see that. Darth Vader with Afterburners, and the Baron himself, Soontir Fel, Ace of Legend, Predator, and shield upgrade, really leveraging the ability to move last most of the time with powerful high initiative aces.
Hey man, thank you for your hard work putting this event together.
No, of course, man. I'm loving it. We've had a little lower turnout than we thought because of all the COVID stuff happening, but still amazing turnout. Everyone's having a great time. I just want to come on the chat real quick to say that I know there's been a lot of like weird negativity or quote unquote words of bad blood in the community these past few months, but I really want to say that like being here in person, everyone is just incredible. That positive vibe of the X-Wing community when you're not on social media still exists. Everyone has been super friendly, has been super nice. This has been amazing overall. So just remember that social media, I don't think, is a reflection of how the X-Wing community is doing and the health of the game.
Correct.
I think we've been bottled up in houses for way too long, and we've been getting antsy. What? But everyone's having a great time. I'm so hyped and pumped to see everyone. I couldn't be happier with what's happening. So it's amazing, and I appreciate everyone supporting you and me and D and this whole thing. We got some great games with 4 Hawks happening.
Oh yeah. Dread Champ is actually one of these players that came out of the woodwork in the TTS era. He cleaned up house.
He's great
during the Galactic Championship Series.
Oh man, he knows what's up.
He sure does. So looking forward to seeing how these Hawks perform. He's got 4 of them out there, and right now, going towards the center of the board right now.
You just have little circles that are tracking which one's which?
Yeah, I'm manually dragging it. We normally have little markers colored markers that we put on the ships. Unfortunately, those are with the stream dice that got forgotten.
Oh no!
It's a little plastic kit that goes all together.
Listen, we're all getting back in the groove of things, right?
That's right.
We're all getting in there. So
thank you for the patience.
But yeah, I hope the chat's having a good time. Hope everyone has a really good time watching the stream. I might pop in and out here or there. We got a lot of work happening, but I want to thank you for everything you're doing, man. I'm glad that you're here.
Of course, it's good to be. It's good to be back.
Good to be back. Hashtag good to be back.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna drop out, but thank you everyone. And who do I got? What's my money on this game? I have to be impartial, but if I were to pick, how do I pick against the Hawks? How do I bet against the Hawks?
You can't.
I can't.
You can't. They're royalty.
I can't. Hawks, baby. I'm going with the Hawks. Let's go, Dread Champ.
Blendin 101 calling me out, says checklists save lives. You're correct. You're correct. Except when you mark it off on the checklist and don't put it in the bag. That doesn't help. The checklist can't actually physically put it in the bag. It was next to the bag. It was right next to the bag. Just didn't quite make it in. It happens. It happens. All right. Oh, Chase Baffle. Interesting idea. If you need a quick fix, you could pick up some pipe cleaners from a craft store. That is not a bad idea. Huh. I need to get some pipe cleaners. Just make some circles, put it on the bottom. This is why you need independent checklist oversight. You guys are hilarious. So right now, if we go ahead and look at our Choose Your Champion scoring right now, it looks like most of the people out there are leaning towards the Empire right now, with 54% of the vote going that way. Betting is closed now. So if you waited a little bit too long, you got to remember this in-person play takes a little bit longer, a little bit slower paced. So you really don't get as much information as you guys maybe have been used to when we were playing during the Galactic Championship Series. But it's all right. You know what? You did your best. You did your best. I believed in you. I do believe in you. Never doubt it. I love you. All right. I'm not going to respond to that, Hexiled Gaming friend. All right, and we're get the reach. Looks like we are out of range. We're going to scoop up that. Now, those tokens on the back side, I believe, are target locks, if I'm not mistaken. Or they're tokens being used for something else. I will know. I'll know when you know. All right. Greenhawk outran his dot. Thank you so much. Tokens on the backside. Always, always, friends. So, while I know there's plenty of people who would love to be here playing and are not here for whatever reason, what would you have brought? I am always super, super curious. All right. JC the Mass says, I'm a local in Vegas. I'll be attending Saturday and can bring some supplies if you need me to pick up anything. No joke. If you know of a craft store nearby, you can get us colored pipe cleaners. Would totally use some colored pipe cleaners as colored markers for bases. That would.
Marcel has some stickers.
That'd be good. He stole those from me.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, test. Is my game been on the whole time?
One more time.
Just test. Normal speaking.
There we go. We got it. Sharpie, neon Sharpies. No, we don't really want to. We don't really want to write on people's stuff.
Preferably not.
Yeah. Though I actually like the idea of colored pipe cleaners. Just make little swirls and
just drop, a little ring or
drop
something.
it on the thing.
Yeah.
Boom.
Sounds easy enough.
Yep.
So
I need at least six or seven colors. No, on the base.
Yeah, just like a little fuzzy ring.
Yeah,
just thrown on there.
I mean, and it goes on the peg, Jazzman. Right? That's how it gets there.
Even on the peg, it's just a little circle, like an arc marker.
Yeah, yes, I know, but you put it through the peg, through the thing. You don't just you just don't take a circle and place it on top, right? You got to put it on the peg so that it's on the bottom of the base.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Are we saying the same thing, different words?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Full agreement. Yes. All right. So sorry, I had to step away there, take an important.
No, you're good. You're good.
Phone call, but. So it looks like the aces covering one side of the board here, which should be easy for the Hawks to keep arc on then. We've seen Dreadtramp do an amazing job with these in the past. He's really perfected this list. The advantages like Hondo Nako has for an I-5 coordinator. I mean, you got Jin Urso and Terra. We obviously have seen that combination many times before.
I like that. Ooh, look at Dreadchamp. Look at he's flexing the Flight Club Championship dial cover.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
spicy. Right. Oh, I love seeing it. Like we've been giving away all these physical prizes and like seeing them on the board. Like, I cannot wait for people to start using their Galaxy's target locks.
Oh man, they look so sharp.
They're so shiny. So shiny. Are there round limits in place? Not for this event. We are just doing 75 minutes as it comes.
I hope. That's my personal opinion. I hope tournaments never have a round limit. Not a fan.
I will tell you, our research shows that most people aren't getting 12 rounds anyway. You are unless you're in a skirmish, like a one-on-one, ship versus one ship skirmish, and you're going like quickly at the end.
See, that's the most
only
exciting part, though, to me of X-Wing. That like these squadrons narrow down to just one-on-one. Two hurt ships going at it, and it is quick. Like okay, no shots dials. So that's why I personally don't like the round limits, but I agree. I think 10 rounds, 9 or 10 has been closer to the average. Until you get like a 3-on-3 matchup, then it can go pretty quick.
Yeah. All right, so we had the road roll. Looks like Jesse is still the first player. So remember, we are rolling for that first player token each round. And we do have some initiative overlap here. With Sunterfell, Darth Vader, and Jan Ors, and Duchess, and Hera.
Pretty much everybody, yeah.
Everybody.
have you talked about the new rules for the obstacles?
I started touching on the asteroid, but I haven't talked about the gas cloud yet, because we do have one of those out there.
We do have a gas cloud out there. So this is the biggest change, I think, in obstacles is the gas cloud. So now, for this event, the ship removes all locks assigned to it. This is on overlap or move through. They removes all target locks assigned to it. They gain 1 strain token. After executing the maneuver, it rolls 1 attack dice. On a hit, it gains 1 ion token. On a crit, the ship gains 3 ion tokens. So if you're a small base, it's basically a 50-50 chance to be fully ionized anyways. Mediums and larges have only the penalty on the crit. Those does make me ask, I thought you lost all of your locks too. This does not say it.
It breaks all locks on you.
Removes all lock tokens assigned to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess does that mean both ways?
No. Assigned to you. I mean on your ship.
Really?
I think so. We can ask D.
We should ask D.
Yeah.
We'll double check with them. Also, as a note, these are for newer rules. Ships do not.
Oh, AMG Pagani, AMG in the house.
Oh,
let's get some emotes in the chat. AMG Pagani saying, I can confirm it's all locks the ship has on it and the locks the ship has.
Really?
Thank you. You know what? When we get enough official. An official double check here on that target lock rule. Shout out to AMG. What's up? Get some gumboats in the chat for my man Pagani.
When you say removes all locks assigned to it, does that mean
It means all locks both ways. Both ways. So locks you have on other ships and locks you have on you.
All right, awesome.
That's a weird way to phrase that, but
Well, the wording was done slightly before I had any other.
Alrighty.
but that's
It's all right. You know who just hooked us up? Pagani. Pagani was on stream. He's like, oh yeah, just here's the rule.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the
Gotta love it.
reference, the reason I worded that way is they specify assigned locks.
All right, so here comes Vader coming forward. There's a 5 straight. We might end up seeing an Afterburners trigger right here. You have that possible boost into the middle of the board. You would be able to reach Hera. You might have Hera at range 3 right now for that target lock. You might have it range 3 right now for that target lock. Let's see what the call. There's the Afterburners. Get him.
Yeah, Afterburners, so good. Worth every bit of those 7 points for 2 charges.
All right, and here's Vader reaching for that target. He's got Hera. He's got both of the Hawks out there, and it looks like the Red Hawk is going to end up being the premier target there. Slap down that target lock. That means Vader's going to end up getting an additional attack die, as well as being able to trigger that advanced targeting computer. So good, and smart play by Jesse. He was the first player on the roll, so that means that Hera's moving second and now is currently probably out of range of where Vader would have been able to shoot. So Jesse taking the guaranteed damage there. I believe, Will, if I'm not mistaken, those arcs are pointed towards the back right now. Is that correct?
This arc is not. Hera's is. That's how those arcs are going.
All right. So that means Vader's probably in the clear right now, but Duchess has a little bit of heat on the right side.
Yeah, I assume Hera's got arc like there, like this. But they don't know. They're looking for Duchess, which makes sense to me. Duchess, I think, is always, what do I want to say, a liability? Fragile. We'll just call her fragile.
But she is mobile as anything. And here we go. Here's our roll. 1 blank, couple of focuses there. We're going to spend that lock going into the Red Hawk, and we got a crit. Are we going to be willing to spend? The answer is yes.
So we see that stress come down for Jan. That's why we're getting the 3 dice out the side there.
And it looks like there was an evade token out there, so that's spending that evade that was given by
Sixes are shooting first. This
Yep,
is
sixes are shooting first. Here we go. We're going. That was everything, and now Hera back at Vader. Vader does have the Force available. And here is the first shot for the Rebellion. This will be 2 dice out the back using those vectored cannons, 1 hit and a focus. Looking at options right now, I believe Hera does have a focus there on the right side of the base.
I believe this one's hers right there. No problem, though.
And easy. Here we go.
Yeah, Vader already 1 force down.
I almost said easy bust from yesterday.
Oh, easy bust.
There's a crit coming in from Duchess at initiative 5. Got the trail mix and easy evaded. Jesse not willing to spend the force there. With Duchess, you gotta keep that force for defense.
I mean, that is the limitation. Unless you are set free from the turrets, you need to evade and force.
Turrets will set us free. All right. Quote that. That is Will Hagwood, 2022. Turrets will set us free. All right. There's that side shot, possibly from the yellow arc. And we're going to get a judge check here, I think, for range from the yellow hawk into Duchess. I mean, I'm not surprised, when it's close, that you're going to call a judge here, because especially with how fragile Duchess is, you want her to take as few shots as possible, and if you're getting an obstruction, you want it.
Oh yeah.
So just it's better to double check at this premier level. You want to make sure. That you have a judge. We have judges available. Use them. By the way, and yes, Pagani also reminding us that those gas clouds also give you a strain. 100%. Yes. The part in question was a target locks, and we thank you for clearing that up so much.
Right.
8-Bit Deity saying, did you all play Blackjack without you? We did. We were just warming up, baby. We're just warming up.
No, I think I'm done.
You're done.
It is payday, but I guess I got a couple more in me. I was doing well when all 4 of us were playing.
It was. I feel like it's always better when there's more people playing.
Yeah,
it always feels better.
You can't go one-on-one. It's not nice.
All right, here we go. Double focuses out there from that shot. Spend for 2, and Duchess squiggle.
Oh yeah.
You got an evade there.
Fifth brother.
Took a trip to the spaghetti factory.
So now we are looking at, this is Jan. There's the Jan stress coming down. This is Kyle, I believe, focus rotated.
Yep. And we got 2 hits here. Call it 3 with the crit and natties. Let's get some natties in the chat, baby. That's how you do.
Yeah, this is actually really good positioning for Duchess right here, because it has both ailerons, or because it's Duchess, no ailerons. So super good there. Going to keep the Rebels guessing about where to put their arcs, when and where to drop bombs. Without like delayed fuses or anything, they have to make sure that those bombs hit. Now, I assume that red here does have that seismic.
Oh yeah,
available.
It's coming. I mean,
this is a no-go zone, so I assume Duchess is going around, and Vader can one bank barrel roll like that, right?
Yeah,
so,
you have the space there to get away. With there still being no score, the question is, right? Bombs have 2 potential different effects, right? You have the potential to actually do damage, but on top of that is you have an opportunity to disrupt flight paths. So the question is, you drop the bomb, you make that go up, you cause Jesse to react, especially with Duchess, who has only 4 health, 2 agility, and that is something you don't want to take any damage at all. There is a possibility for overreaction. We've seen it before. We've seen pilots get caught out because they put their ship in a spot that they were not going to take the bomb. But sometimes that 1 damage is better than getting caught in multiple arcs.
Agreed.
Now for this turn, I don't think it's too bad, because we have this obstacle here for the Hawks to contend with, right? So Duchess is going to have some space to maneuver around there in the corner.
Yeah, because you imagine that this square would be over here. I swear that's a square. So there's going to be, he's going to hit that rock if he's trying to go over it. Looks like crits get it. And the first player token will stay. People have been commenting on the token. Hasn't really moved much, probably.
Which token?
The first player token.
Oh, the first player. No, Jesse's been the first player 3 turns in a row.
Fair. Someday, all that hard work to get that to work will pay off. And yeah, Ozzygal bringing up the scariest part about these bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in this matchup, what is that? Why wouldn't you want to take that damage?
It's the 4 tokens on Sabine Wren.
Want timeout?
Crew.
Okay. He found it.
He's got it. He's got it. So we are dropping the bombs here. So the 4 tokens on Sabine are Jam, Tractor, Stress, and Ion, because it's the old school bad token.
Yeah, yes.
Before Deplete and Strain came about.
the old school. That's right.
So yeah, that is, especially with these small bases, being able to tractor a ship who just got hit by a bomb into another bomb.
Yep.
And then now ionize them or stress them. If they rotated from the first tractor, well, now you're getting double stressed from the second one.
You're sad. You're more sad.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ion is like the real the clutch token here against these triple aces.
All right, here we go. And Dread Champ moving fast. We're close to that obstacle. Remember, that would be an instant damage if it clips. It looks like we are safe.
Oh yeah, no problem. Probably gonna rotate backwards. Oh no, he's already onto the next ship.
No, it looks like he's debating on an action right now. And there's the focus on the Hawk.
All right, so the other scout moves up then. Yeah, and they're both, their arcs should be facing this way. They were keeping pressure on Duchess as she came around.
And that pressure would still be there. She'll have some cover from the obstacle there.
And then now Kyle, this is the interesting dance that Dread Champ has been trying to work out here, because without Moldy Crow on these Rebel Hawks, Kyle needs to be looking at his friendlies, and so does Jan. But they both need to somehow be looking at the friendlies and enemies. Which is why I think the inclusion of a turreted Hera is really the icing on this cake, that you're able to not only do the token passing and stuff, but she can fly with them as a turret as well.
Yeah.
Very smart.
I like the move there by Jesse, opting to use Duchess's ability to say, like, you know what, not going to use the adaptive ailerons this turn, because she has the option to use them or not use them, whether she's stressed or not, and ends up not using it. Just hard one, barrel roll out, give some more space. Because one thing that Dread might be doing is trying to pull Jesse into this bottom corner, and one of the problems you can end up getting is the ships. Those Hawks, because they have those turrets, they can continue turning. But if Jesse is coming into the corner and he doesn't have space to get up behind them, that could be a bad spot.
Yeah, because you imagine that eventually all these side arcs will be facing this way, right? And then eventually they'll be facing this way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Except for Hera, so it could allow Duchess to head them off at the pass, and to see, basically to create a lot of problems going into the corner here. As a note, if you're not familiar, let's take a look at that Hawk dial.
All right.
Not a great dial.
Not great. I mean, not great in terms of stress relief. I think you have a lot of options, just kind of generically.
Right.
But you know, that spicy action, like the stop, right? That's definitely red. And not having the 3 hard makes it so that you don't have that available in a runaway situation. But you also have the boost on the
3-bank
Hawk.
boost.
Yeah.
Still very fast. Much faster than the hard 3. Yeah, you almost never see them do the hard 3 because they have the boost.
Yeah.
You could just 1-bank boost, and it's basically a hard 3. So yeah, we got the formation going here. It looks like this is Jan still looking at the squad and doing a great job of Kyle still having both of these Hawks, primarily Hera, in Kyle's arc. That synergy, we've seen it in like these Hera tiny lists, but normally when you give a ship your modifier, we're talking like Mandarin or something, right? You don't have one anymore then.
Yep.
Now with Hera, though, she will hold on to your modifier until you need it or whoever needs it.
She's the enabler. I'm telling you. She is the enabler. All right, we're dropping down what looks to be a target lock out there. And bombs are going to go blowing up. I think Vader just did a 1 straight, so should be good. Yeah. Nobody's in range of that one. And no range for the proton bomb. So able to bait out a couple of bombs. And these Hawks don't have reload.
No reload.
So
they only brought 6 bombs.
That's right. So once they're gone, they are gone. So that's a big resource. Looks like we do have some range 3 shots coming in.
Vader did move his target lock off of Hera. And I do not believe that Hera is in range there.
Ooh, edge to edge. That's very close.
Oh, boy.
That's very close. Worth a judge call.
I think they're calling it.
Unless they're calling it? All right, here we go. The lock is there. You got 2 hits. 1 changes to a crit because advanced targeting computer. Such a classic. Here's the crit. Ooh. And you were able to convert for a crit hit. Double crits and 2 evades. Does the ship out there have an evade token?
Hera took an evade action.
Hera had one of those.
And Kyle passed the focus over to her.
There you go. So no damage there on Vader. Though Vader showing his consistency, right? So good. He's gonna two or three hits most of the time.
The only problem is this Vader does not have FCS.
That's true. No fire control there. No way to pick it up again.
We'll be picking up a lot of locks. That'll force him to be very conservative with the Force.
Yeah, I mean those points that you would have spent on fire control system being spent on predators. Yeah.
Yeah, 64-point Duchess. Duchess being more than Soontir Fel blows my mind in this list, but...
shout out to Blendin 101 who did just trigger me slightly by putting in the Hand of Dingus. I was like, wait, no, it's not on the board. It's not on the board. I was like, wait, let me go. I don't know if you saw me, Will. I kind of shifted to the left because that's where the computer for that one is. Oh, you got me. You got a physical reaction out of me for that one. That is hilarious.
It's true. It's HD and VR now, Tom, so we don't have very many hands.
Oh, man. 41 minutes left on the clock here.
So this is Fury 19, talking about a low damage game. I mean, this is the beauty of Dredgehamp's Hawk list, is that it's surprisingly defensive. When you're consistently at range 3, you're getting 3 dice. When you consistently have focus evade on Hera for anybody to access, plus being able to throw that focus she has as an evade to another ship to cover a blank, these 5 health Hawks can take a lot of attacks, just not very many at once.
Right.
In one round, rather. And the biggest part is, what are you doing out there, Soontir?
Just doing the work. He's waiting for his opportunity to strike.
I guess. I mean, you could. Is it better to 3-bank barrel roll boost, 5 forward boost barrel roll? I think that puts you in about the same spot. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you could just cut in right now. They're not going to be dropping bombs, and I don't think because the low initiatives are here and here, right?
Yep.
They would have to cut off the other people to turn this way. And I don't think Judge Champ wants to do that.
Yeah. We did just see first player transfer. Did you guys see our fancy camera work there? There is the first player token at the top.
That was the worst arrow I've ever drawn. I'm getting used to this. Boop, there it is. Look at that.
Some camera magic there. That was the yellow one moving first. And looks like we're getting a rotate to the back. Dread Champ anticipating the Imperials going towards the center. Focus as the action.
Yep, so now facing in the rear here. I think they both rotated. No, this one stopped, Dion. Look at that.
Oh,
Stayed behind cover of the obstacle.
And we're getting a rotate to our screen right.
Yeah, so now this is facing this way, which I have to assume then Hera can 3-bank, or we'll just fill in this gap right here. This is, I'm glad you called this out, Dion, because I didn't even realize Dread was here, but it's, you know I love Hawks, but like beyond that, I think this list is maybe not perfect. I question the Hondo, but
Right.
I mean, 3 tokens on your Hera. I mean, you'd spend 5 points for that ability, right?
Oh yeah.
And everybody can take locks as well. So you have basically 3 Hondos before you actually have to worry about the penalty.
Let's go ahead and pull up that Hondo
Yeah.
card for anybody who's not familiar with it.
Hondo
Onaka.
command, not that one.
Oh, wrong one. Hondo, my friend.
There it is, the crew. So let's take a look here. As an action, he is a unique crew member for any faction. Action, choose 2 ships at range 1 to 3 of you that are friendly to each other. So 2 of your friends or 2 of the enemy friends in range 3 of you. You get to coordinate one and jam the other, ignoring range restrictions, because normally both of those have range restrictions. The beauty of that is, as I was mentioning, jamming your own ship. These Hawks can take target locks. So so you basically get 3 jams without penalty. Then for your opponent, you can coordinate a stressed ship. So now they can't take that coordinate action, and you basically can get a range 3 jam with no benefit to your opponent. Super good card because it's not costed by initiative. It's just 5 points for everybody.
That's right.
It gets increased value on I5s and I6s.
Agreed. And there you go. Soontir is on that outside of the rock, not going as aggressive. Okay, looks like Jesse
keeping the blue maneuvers, or keeping the white 3 banks open. Nope.
Yeah. Okay, no, he's going to go for the boost. He was asking. It looks like he was asking about positioning right here. This is his first turn where he is the second player, so trying to use that repositioning ability here from Soontir Fell to his advantage.
Yep. We see Kyle here going to throw the token over to Hera, as you do. Oh no! He's throwing it to the stopped ship.
Yeet.
Nicely done.
I didn't get an action. Actually, you did.
We have a couple actions for you. Vader, though, did take that lock right here. Going to be able to shoot at that ship, which is, with Hera slinging the evade, that's a double modified defense.
And we start with trail mix there from Jesse. He said he's going to leave it. Hey, there's a hit out there. Is he going to do the thing? And looks like Soontir doesn't do any damage. Now here comes Vader.
So he's going to go with the lock here. 3 dice.
And trail mix again. Change 1 to a crit.
Man, Man, imagine fire control system.
And there you go. He was able to
Don't
convert that to a crit. One hit, 2 crits going into the Hawk. And that is a blank out.
Right.
Those are all 3 of those are going in.
Nope.
Nope. Wait, what? Oh, Hera.
We have Hera and Jin.
Hera and Jin doing one. So 2 of those are going in. That's 2 shields,
2 shields.
on the...
Yeah. So good. Now, the reason you would not give it to Hera is situations like that where you can only throw 1 token at a time with Hera.
Right.
So if you did need the focus and evade, you wouldn't have access to it.
And Dosmo83 says, finally, damage. All right, here's Duchess on the periphery and rolls 2 crits.
Make
5th
it
brother
3.
for 3.
Make it 3. Oh, they're checking obstruction.
Yeah. You know what else? What also, if I'm Jesse, you know what else I'm looking at? To see if I'm in range of yellow.
Oh, yeah.
To make that decision.
There it is.
And he does it.
53.
Looks like it probably wasn't obstructed.
Oh, I think he's checking Predator.
Okay. And 2 blanks and an evade. Does Hera have anything else out there to sling?
Nope.
All right. So looks like we're going to get double crits. We're not sure what the crits are. We know there's not a double damage out there. But we know that there's 2. Looks like...
Panicked and weapons.
Panicked and weapons failure. So that's a 1 die head. Look, it's a 1st edition Hawk. Check it out.
Hey, Janors is out there. Don't you dare mention a Hawk. A 1st edition Hawk.
All right.
So talk about so points here for the did that not? Oh, because you didn't take the 2 hull away. But that is points for Jesse though, and he does have escape vectors going. Well, that's a boost like this.
And plenty of evades on that attack. Dread Champ not coming up. Aces right now.
Yeah, I mean, now this is a little bit of table talk, but Jesse has been noticeably frustrated in this game, which I can imagine so. I mean, turrets and bombs. Yeah, that's like the matchup Triple Ace doesn't want to see.
Right. Well, he's playing it the way you have to. You got to play it slow.
Sure.
You got to take your time.
He's doing exactly what he needs. Look at these 3 vectors he's coming in at. Like that's what you got to do.
That is what you got to do in swarm play, versus swarm play. Excuse me. And so that was a weapons failure, right? So I'm right now, as you guys know, we normally have our fancy animations, and I'm having to fix them 1 at a time. Let's see. Did that one come up?
Yes. Weapons failure. Love those. They turned out so good.
All right. It looks like it wanted to come back for a second round. All right. I can get the rest of those fixed during the break.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, no, tough choices here because do you want this whole Rebel squad? Oh no, they're all stressed, aren't they?
Oh yeah. You're banking. You're banking. Look, you want to pull out that dial again?
Yeah, they only have.
They got the 1 banks. I mean, I guess if
Hera can like 3 bank or whatever.
She's got options. She's an A wing. A-wing doing A-wing things.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna man, I am nervous. Yeah, he has 1 hull. 1 hull. Took her panicked as well. Can Duchess see Gambler? This is what I was thinking about. If Duchess can go here and try to get behind this rock, right? Token up. Should be able to withstand at least 2 or 3 shots, right?
Isofane is offering to buy anything if we want it.
I would like a chicken fingers and hummus, please.
Okay.
Hummus and pita chips would be amazing.
You got 30 minutes. 30:47.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're talking about. Okay, so here's the question then. Dion is that is the seismic one. You're looking at something like this for that seismic, which means Duchess. Now, if she does dial in the 3 straight, she could always just do something like that instead of the ailerons, or even boost. Oops. Let's try that one more time. That's a big old area. So you could even then go straight like this as well. And just crash on into whoever you need to. So I don't know, dude. With the possibility of the bomb drop, what are you putting on Duchess's dial here?
Let's see. So we have a likely seismic, right?
Potentially, yeah.
I mean, you can roll. Oh, okay. So you can end up. I think this might be a turn where you might think about not shooting with Duchess. You could end up hard turning to the right.
Yeah,
hard one to the right, barrel roll out.
I forget who mentioned it, but yeah, you could be facing this way, get range 3 with a force point. Hopefully, hold on to all 4 of your hull.
Yep. I mean, if you want a shot, you could potentially
get this out of here. I don't know where the mouse went.
So this acts like a mouse. So it's if
I press there,
it's always close to the right.
That makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll be interested in that. Vaders, I mean, 3-bank barrel roll, avoid bombs. So we did not see the bomb.
And that looks, is that a 3? That was a 3-bank. So staying stressed. You know, that one's triple stress. It's panicked.
Whatever.
At this point, it's just about keeping the arc active and making sure you have space for the other ships to end up clearing those maneuvers and clearing the stress. He's actually going to go with the 1 straight.
Yeah. Most of these, I mean, they got a little bit of room here to go. They got 1 more round before they gotta start turning in, right? So 1 more round of bomb drops. When you only have 1 3-dice gun, when Jan juices it up,
Jan and Juice, lay back.
You do need those bombs for damage. Like they're not just a fun trick. Like they are.
Ooh, ouch! Ooh, funny bone. Will just hit his funny bone. Yeah, you need that. You need that bomb to do damage, and you know, some people in the chat are thinking, you know, the not dropping the seismic charge there might be a mistake. With 30 minutes, could it potentially be like a baiting tactic? You know, like, you know, you might assume.
Well, see, now he has no chance to drop it though.
You're right. You're right.
But it does prevent the lanes for Vader. He'll have to go around that rock one of the ways. So. Interesting. Jesse, though, playing it as best as you can. I was doing everything you need to do. Because what is Soontir is worth... Yeah, it's still more than every ship. Yeah, as long as it goes down to a 1v1 or a 1 versus 2 halves.
I feel like he's doing exactly what we talked about earlier. He's trying to bait him into that corner so that the Empire has lack of room to move. Because that's where these, especially like Soontir and Duchess, they thrive with room to move.
Oh yeah.
So he's trying to take that away. But I think because Jesse has managed to keep range. He's staying in range 3 every single turn. He's managing to create the space that he needs anyway. And now that Dread's in that corner, he just turns back around and says, "All right, you know what? You have to get out of the corner," and he can bring it back around with a Soontir or Vader as he's scooping back up to the top of the board.
I just noticed Hera pointed her arc forward. That's why we see the stress there. I did see this was a barrel roll. I didn't see what Jan's action is. I thought he removed a token, but I didn't see what he jammed there per se. I think veteran instincts. I mean, it's area denial and turrets. That's and defensive mods. But yeah, it's not a takes all comers list. I think Dread Champ knows those weaknesses and is trying to push his advantage as much as he can.
So real quick, I wanna give my opinion to SB Captain's question, basically asking, is it cool to fly 2 squads at once? Obviously, you can play at home however you want. The bigger question is, if you're playing against, it's like 3 people, you're playing 2 squads, and they're playing 1 each. It's just going to be a time thing, because there's going to be that awkward time where one player is just like standing around waiting for you to finish the other game, or the other thing. So I think if all 3 of you are working in conjunction, because you're like testing something, go for it. But just be aware of like there's going to be awkward time if the other person's just kind of standing around. But yeah, hey, follow your heart.
Yeah, because especially like combat turns are very interactive. So the pacing of 2 games at once would be very strange. Not impossible, but very strange. Okay, so we have Hera here moving. Oh, I see what, it must have been a coordinate from Jan to get that focus evade. And now we're going to throw Kyle's focus to the Hawk with 1 health before we start combat.
Looks like they're out of chicken, Will.
I will take... the pulled pork then.
That's for Saturday only.
I will take the cheeseburger. Okay. So 3 hits here from Soon Tier. I believe re-rolled that with Predators.
12 minutes and 3 seconds left in the round. 12 minutes and 2 seconds.
Stream table has 23 minutes left.
So we saw Hera sling that evade to Jan to keep 1 shield.
And here we go. First shot. This is a single crit. Vader re-rolling. Spend the focus. My name's Vader, and I just do damage. I'm out here whipping. Okay, here we go. We got 3 blanks out there. Where's Hera? Hera has a single focus out there.
It's not enough.
So that's it, right? That's going to do damage. You just don't...
Oh, wait, no. Kyle slung the evade. This is the slunged evade, and I believe this is Hera's.
Okay, so you could use it right now to save the Hawk.
Yep. Saves the
Hawk.
Hawk.
He does.
This is, like I said, the defensive power between Kyle, coordinating Jan, and Hera all working together. Very spicy. It's one of the, I mean, probably the most powerful archetype is a defensive turret. Right? We've seen it with Boba, Han. Now we're just seeing a bunch of little defensive turrets. Oh, Resistance A-Wings as well, right? Defensive turrets.
So Janor's bumping up the attack here to 3, I believe. I saw the reach out there. There's the stress token on the bottom of the board.
Yeah, that was Hera attacking there.
And here's the roll. That's going to end up being a hit crit coming in from Duchess. Double crits with... that, and it looks like we're going to get a couple of damage cards here, and that's going to be it for the Red Hawk. Caw-caw. Goodbye.
Caw-caw. Not able to drop any of those seismic bombs in a meaningful way, but did eat, geez, what, 3 or 4 shots from Vader, 2 shots from Duchess,
and
just to kill 1 Hawk.
And here's Vader from, sorry, this is Janor's into Vader. Single hit. Vader shrugs it off. No problem. Easy, baby. All right, Vader stretch. Sorry, this is a more measuring to Vader from the Hawks. And it looks like there's no other shots there, and we're back at the planning phase here. So we got 20 minutes. 20 minutes left. I was just about to tell you. I feel like I have a mind link with Jesse. I was just about to say it loud, and he turns around. He just knew.
He is on it. I mean, this is the turn where. Goodbye. Part 3 afterburners. Goodbye. Goodbye. Like, the Empire doesn't need to fight anymore. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
right.
Like, why? Because what are we looking at for bombs here? We got. Here's a bomb. Here's a bomb.
I like Raviolo's Raviolo's quote here. Target down, returning to base.
Yeah, exactly. So here's, sorry, Jan doesn't actually have a bomb because she's got Hondo or whatever. So, I mean, that's really only bomb threat areas.
Mm-hmm.
So you might actually stay to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
Is the difference is it going to be a mellow cello or violent violin?
For you guys don't know, I'm an orchestra teacher, so we're dropping orchestra puns here on the chat.
I mean, I always like to just shoot stuff, but
score is 0-32.
Assuming we
unofficial
have it right.
score. Assuming it's right. 19, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12.
Fellow GSP followers, please unfollow, unsubscribe.
No.
Don't make me demote you to Little Vic, all right?
I mean, technically there is a big Vic.
All right.
Oh, fair.
So we have we got 18 minutes left here on the clock. It's super excited to be here at LVO. And remember, this match is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use coupon code LVO22 for 22% off. We got some awesome new items, some new products from Curled Paw Creatives, including a painting station, which if you haven't seen the pictures of those during our weight screen rotations, absolutely awesome. You got different options for paints, whether you're you like your Citadel paints, you have Vallejo paints, maybe you just want shelves because you got paints from a bunch of random different companies like I do. That works too. So you can go to curlpawcreatives.com. Of course, you can get your acrylic templates, tokens, whatever you need there as well for X-Wing and many other games as well, custom commissions.
Awesome.
And just let them know that GSP sent you. All right, looks like Jesse is getting ready for the next turn. Gotta love premier level play. Want to remind you, in March, we have coming Adepticon, the Gold Squadron Grand Championship. So if you want to come down to Chicago and hang out with the GSP crew and be a part of our event that we're putting on, shout out to AMG, who's going to be sending us some prize support. Super excited for that. And just looking forward to putting on a great event and continuing the tradition of awesome X-Wing play here. So looking forward to putting that on for the community. Now, looks like ships are moving here. Jesse's the first player again. And big swing here. Big 3-bank coming from Kyle. Let's go ahead and get rid of that red marker. Red, you're dead.
Red, you're dead.
You're dead. All right.
Red, dead, dread.
All right, no bombs being dropped here this turn.
No, because remember, Jan does this bomb.
The green one doesn't have a bomb.
No bomb on Jan.
Jan Ors only has Hondo. Hondo and the ability to give you a bigger gun.
Okay, we see Duchess leaving. Makes sense. I mean, you don't really want to face off against all the remaining forces. I mean, she did her job, right?
Yep.
Killed the ship. Didn't lose 3 of her HP and can fly off into the sunset. No. Go engage this. Go engage these ships. Pew, 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 pew. get rid of that Nebula B out there.
Right now we're just we're waiting to see where. So Jesse disengaged there with Duchess. I think that was the right call.
Yeah. I'm expecting disengage from everybody.
And there we go. Vader says, "No, fam.
You don't ask for the time and you don't ask for the time and points and then decide with that information to keep fighting. At least not me, anyways.
And in the future here, in the future, once we start playing with objectives, which hopefully I'm really hoping. Hey, AMG, you might be watching, and I love you. It'd be really cool if we can have those ready for Adepticon. We could love to premiere those for a premiere event at Adepticon. But you know, this is the point where, you know, Jesse doesn't have a motivation to stay into the fight. He has more maneuverable ships, and they're all going to be going in different directions. Dread took him all the way into the corner, right? Which, I mean, that's the game that Dread was playing. Dread was playing the kiting game. Right. So now Jesse is
shoot out the rear arc and drop bombs.
That's
the
right.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly. So Jesse is essentially taking that same approach. Even though he can't fire, he has the advantage right now. So he's saying, all right, now you come to me, you play on my terms. In a world where we have objectives, honestly, the positioning here, there's a good chance that Jesse could still disengage and go start scooping up objective points if they were out there. So
speaking of fast ships, Hera really spun around there with a boost and a slung focus, ready to fire. Juiced up from Jane is going to score a shield off of Vader.
Plink.
All right. Judge Ham not out yet.
That's right.
I don't see if Jan can plink away anything. Got a single hit. Might strip a force here. Not today. Do you like hummus, Dion?
No.
Okay.
I don't like talking about food on the stream because too many people make fun of me.
I know.
But they say I eat like a kindergartner or something.
It's got a consistent texture though. It's blended.
It has. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just not a fan of the flavor. More of that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yep.
Mine are always super garlicky, so it's basically garlic dip and garlic bean dip for me.
Bean dip. Droll Star saying that we have purple and the dots switched. Oh, you're right, because this was that was Kyle with the big sweep.
Yeah, this is Jan, and this is Kyle. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, this is the problem that like even if you bank boost 3 forward. Like this hawk is basically out of the fight. Might as well just hold on to your points. Kyle needs to hard 3 and focus rotate. Maybe help out Hera.
First player going to Dread Champ on this one.
That's huge for Hera. Oh my gosh, is that huge? She's going into the Thunderdome with 2 other I-6s out there.
That's right. So Jesse's going to have some good information for Soontir and for Vader when making those decisions on maneuvering. We're going to do a little side-to-side method there for the hard turn. We've never seen that before. You got those side hash marks, and for the small bases.
No, it works with every base.
Does it work with medium though?
Yeah,
medium?
That's how math is.
No, medium. The medium bases aren't square though.
I mean they're
square-ish.
Sorry, there's 30 seconds left in the round.
It's been a while, so I haven't messed with the bases. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I know it works.
They're very close. I doubted it that it worked with the large base, and we tested it and it worked.
Yeah.
But you're right. The medium's like half a centimeter off, or 2 millimeters off, or something like that. A small difference. They're not exactly
First
square.
time caller pulling out the Sleepy Dion. There's no Sleepy Dion right now.
No. You're wide awake.
I'm wide awake. I got a good night's sleep.
Probably best sleep you've had in months, Dion.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Okay, so we have a coordinate, I believe. Deciding what token.
0 to 32 is a travesty.
Wow.
Yeah, he set himself up for that one.
Okay, so we have jam here, and then it coordinated the lock onto Vader, which is really smart play here because 32 points. If you take out half of Vader, can get it. Unfortunately, Soontir, if you have Soontir, it's not enough, is it? That's only 30. Oh no, that's a tide. Yeah, Duchess and Soontir are exactly 32 points halved. So if you go for Vader, you go for the win.
Oh, and there's the aggression. Jesse's
Really?
like, you know what? I'm gonna go grab me some Hera. Take some pew-pews. Not gonna be able to target lock this turn, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're in a spot now where you can make some decisions. Soontir has perfect information right now. So gonna be going 5 straight and just getting a spot where you're not getting shot. For next turn, 9 minutes and change left on the clock. Let's see what happens. Dread, you got to remember one of the things. These Hawks do have boost. I would not be surprised if we see Dread starting to hit the gas here pretty soon, so that he can start trying to do something.
Right, doing a great job of range control here. Able to sling the focus into an evade from Kyle. Kyle, I think Kyle's been underrated for so long. He's perfect information coordinator, right? Like, and with Jin, you have 2 different options for tokens to sling at somebody. So powerful. Okay, this is Vader. Oh no, this is a juiced up Hera.
So much juice.
Is that going to find the other shield on Vader? It does.
And 1 hit there from Jesse will be evaded. And here we go. Duchess, no shot. And it looks like we are good. We're going on to the next round.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see.
Now, for people who are watching today, a reminder: we have 5 rounds of Swiss today. 5 rounds, and X and ones will be making
I'm gonna
it.
look at something real fast.
Go for it. Do you want to double check the pilots?
No, it's this. His arc is facing this way, not forward.
Okay. It's basically checking the arc right now for that arc effect.
I almost came back, man.
Okay. No, it looked fine. As always, those side arcs are pretty wide.
Yep.
So it looked pretty good. And I wasn't talking about those shorts.
Nobody knows. they can't see it. Unless if Jesse goes like does the power stands on a chair in the corner, we probably get to see Jesse's legs.
He's showing them off today. I mean, I thought about wearing shorts just for fun down in here, and they'll be beautiful 60 degrees. You can tell who's from California and Nevada because they're wearing long sleeves and sweatshirts.
That's right. All right, so it looks like Hera is deciding to rotate
Backwards.
Backwards. I mean, that probably means she's hitting the gas or maybe going to the right, trying to get some shots on Vader. Maneuverability-wise, do we still have? We have one afterburners left on Vader, but once that afterburners has been used, it's the least maneuverable ship that Jesse has.
Yeah, all of a sudden, very slow. I mean, that's. I've come to the realization that you are not an ace if you only can single reposition. There's a lot of talk we had about Wilo.
Yeah.
And why he's just not as good as Silencer one, and it's the lack of double reposition or 2 repositions rather. So yeah, very limiting.
Angry Vader noises. Says E-Pod in the chat. And here we go. Duchess, is that an ailerons or is that her maneuver? No, that wasn't ailerons. Looks like we are moving aggressively hard one there. The plan is to attack. I'm sorry, I forgot to move the little squares.
That's Kyle.
That's Kyle. Yeah, purple. Cool. Earlier, Rebel Scout behind. So looks like
Yep.
Kyle's a threat.
Kyle is a good way to keep modifiers off of Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that Hera's leaving this range 2 bubble from Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
The modifier is lost. We were talking about it, I think, before, where normally when you coordinate somebody, you don't have a modifier anymore.
Right.
But when you coordinate Hera, she can just hold on to your modifier. It's really a thing of beauty. I am actually very happy that we still see A-Wing Hera.
Yep.
I always get worried when things get upticked in price.
Yep.
That they go too high, or it's not.
Usually there's definitely a social reaction to it.
Sure. Right. Why would you play somebody worth more points now?
Right.
So it makes sense to me. But in this one, she just fits so perfect with the token passing, with the turret. Just extremely better than the B-Wing version, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, worth the extra points. Looking at the Predator here, I do see Duchess has it.
Oh yeah, that bullseye is on for sure. There's the focus for Soontir.
I don't think that barrel roll.
I think that's what he was debating as well.
Yeah, it's close. That line is not straight, by the way.
That's all right.
Okay, so one bank there clears the stress. He still is locked by Hera, who's now... Okay, so she is pursuing this way.
Yep.
That's my guess.
Vader was reaching for a lock there onto Janors. I think he got it. Sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Lock is set up.
Let's see which way Hera goes here.
And we might have a bump here. Nope. Looks like Hera
Beautiful.
facing or sitting right in front of Vader.
Can you get that arc? If you use the wiggle,
If you wiggle it enough, you can do it.
You might get arc where you're standing.
Just keep shaking it. You'll get arc eventually.
No, we're just teasing. We're just teasing. Not sure if he does have arc though. Just gonna boost to confirm it. Yep.
Better.
I mean, you taking your shot on Hera here?
No, he might not. With the angle, he might not even have arc.
I think he should, but
I think with the positioning, if you get one more turn, and do have to say if. 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh, 2 hits and a crit getting dropped there.
that's from.
I think
that would be Duchess. Or else he would have made it 3 crits if it was Vader.
No, that would have been Soontir.
Yeah, sorry, Soontir. Yes, excuse me.
So, that was a shield down?
A shield on Kyle, yep.
And now 1 hit from Vader, spending the lock.
Ooh, you got 1 force. You're ahead on points. You're ahead on points.
He is ahead. He likes choosing violence, though. He's doing it.
Nice.
2 hits and a crit downtown. He's trying to get the 2. I think he's just got it. Any shenanigans here? Hera's too far away. That's 2, right?
Now it's been the focused hit crit under the shields. That's half points.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's gonna lock it right there.
You gonna risk the direct? Okay, he did spend the focus. I was gonna say, you gonna risk the direct and just die?
So he did take a crit. Not sure what it is right now. Haven't
Console
seen.
fire.
Console fire.
It's gonna happen this round, but not before Hera shoots. Shirts. At least it was that word. All right, powered up by Jan. 4 dice with the lock.
Up 2 hits and a crit. Reroll. You got 4, and that's hit crit getting pushed through. Looking at That's into Vader. Lives. Is that a structural damage?
Structural damage, sure is. We didn't quite see it, but
And Vader's down to 1.
yeah, very familiar with the card. So we're down to 1. He
10 seconds left.
yeah, last round. If that's well,
It depends.
no, I mean we're still shooting, so like
Yeah.
I have to imagine here. 1 crit from Jan. Not going to be enough. 3 dice because of the structural. And
So this is it.
We'll see if Dread can make up the room. This is a concealed fire. Doesn't mean anything because it won't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have to do here? We have to count.
This is Duchess.
Oh.
Hit, crit, Duchess into Kyle. I think he just scooped up another half points there.
Uh-huh. Kyle's taking a face-up damage card. It's fuel leak. No big deal. Well, I mean, the half points is a big deal, but the crit, not so much.
All right, and I think with that, we have a couple more shots coming in from the Hawks.
See what Kyle can do here. I think it's on an evaded ship, so about nothing happening there.
2 evades, 1 squiggle. Spend the force.
No, that
No
matters.
damage there.
And that means Scout is out, and we are done.
So congratulations to Jesse Van Wick winning round 2 of the Las Vegas Open. Brought to you by Fly Better.
Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.